a 3D replica of my car from a very skilled baker. 1, 2... Here's the thing, you guys have probably seen it in like a few videos, but that is my car. It is flashy, you could say that. It's blue, it's red on the inside. I'm gonna show you the details. It is crazy, but I've recently had to make the harsh decision that maybe it's too much for me. I think it might be time to say goodbye to my baby. Because I'm saying goodbye to this car, I had the idea, I'm gonna take photos, I'm gonna do 3D renders and send it to a 5-star and a 1-star rated bakery. So, I wanted to show you the inside of the car because I chose like literally this whole thing. That's about it, that's all I've chosen. Now, I've chosen the whole inside in red. At the time it made sense, now every time I drive this around I'm like, what have I done? I am gonna miss this car, and I know I've known for a while that I wanted to, you know, get a different car, maybe something a little more mature, but I'm gonna miss it. And I think transforming this car into Cake is gonna be the best thing. Look at this, all these details like the steering wheel, the little car logo. I want all of that to be in the Cake. I want the Cake to be convertible. Is that a spider? There's a giant spider here. I'm gonna try to hop out so I can show you the outside. Oh, it is literally hanging by a thread. I'm gonna give you guys a 360 vision of the car from all angles so we can fully compare it to the Cake, so we're gonna receive in a second. But I just want to say, I've had this car for 2 years. This was the biggest purchase like I've ever made. And I've put it in like 3 videos, 1 Instagram photo. So that's me defending myself. I promise you I'm not flexing. I love my car and I want a Cake out of it. In this box right here, we've got a 3D replica of my car from a 5-star bakery. This was cheaper than the one from the 1-star. It might be smaller, but the price for this was £150. I fully don't even know what to expect. So I'm about to reveal to you what a 3D replica of my car from a very skilled baker, at least according to reviews. 1, 2... The color, it's perfect. Oh my god, the back of it. Holy... Oh my god, the inside. It's literally incredible. It looks real, like the texture of it. It's a bit more rounded, a little bit like cartoon-like. But the details, oh my god, it's got the little trunk detail. I swear it looks like that. Wait a minute. Are you kidding me? It's got a see-through glass? I honestly don't think I'll be able to cut into this. This is literally like my car, my baby, that I'm gonna miss. Are you kidding me? Those are my wheels. I know that because I paid for them. Like the logo in the front. How cool is that? It's not huge in terms of size, but it feels like really heavy. That's actually what my car looks like on the inside. Like, I'm not joking. That's the exact color. The steering wheel. Like, this is not like printed or anything. I need a miniature version of me to sit on here and then just go to drive-thrus, because that's literally all I do. This really is gonna make it difficult for me to say goodbye to my car. It's like cuter, like softer, rounder. No words. I'm gonna make a TikTok out of this. I wasn't sure until I saw it, but now that I've seen it, yes. I need to put this on like a rotating plate and then put like a cool light on it or something, because it's that beautiful. It's that kind of moment. You could have argued that it could have been a little bit less round. It is a little bit chunky. Wow, they said get in loser, let's go shopping. Are you kidding me? Imagine having that ounce of talent in you. That is something that I'm never going to experience. It reminds me a lot of my car, even though it's not a very realistic like a replica of it, because it's way smoother. They've done some weird effect with silver, so when you move on the light, you see it looks like it shines. It looks like a plastic car, which I think my car already looks like that a lot. I mean, there is literally no other way to do this than to show you like a side-by-side of the car. I think in this video it will be really important because it is a replica. It's not like a creative challenge. It is like literally copying something that already exists. The more I look at it, the more I see new things and new little details. I'm just really happy with it. Like, I'm very, like, I don't feel ripped off at all. I don't even traditionally do these crazy zoom ins because I feel like it's unfair to the cakes because it doesn't look great. But this one, It looks so polished. The logo in the front, for example, just the way this whole thing is made of sugar is actually mind-blowing. So this came from the 1-star rated bakery. Oh, this is supposed to be a 3D replica cake out of my car, but this time around from a 1-star rated bakery. 1, 2... I might need my glasses for this. First of all, thank you, Jesus, for 2 beautiful, incredible cakes. Wait a minute. I feel like this is just gonna be me in a state of shock for a good 5 minutes because I just looked at this side and it says a different story. Nobody. Background photos on Instagram. I think the colors of it are incredible, especially the outside. The inside is a little bit brighter, an insane amount of detail. It's just more like a realistic approach, and it's a little clumsy. Like, you can see it could have been smoothed out. But if you guys follow this cake series on my channel, you know that the 1-star bakeries have been losing for a good like 4 months. This is the first time in months that I'm truly impressed, shocked. First of all, they did the logo as well, and all the little details. If anything, they tried to make more details. Like, this wheel is... Somebody called a mechanic. Hello? Road assistance? Yeah, I think we got a problem. Oh my god, imagine if these were made of Oreos. That's too solid to be cake, right? From the reviews that I read from this place, I thought that it wasn't gonna be the best. They've got glass on it? Oh, I'm so glad this is not the real one, because that would have cost me. The details on the inside, they've also tried to like do everything. The color is not the best match, but the detail is in there. If anything, might be even more detailed than the other one. Like, the seats look incredible. I don't think I've mentioned it yet, but this one was actually more expensive. This one was £180, so closer past $200, I think. They've done an incredible amount of work. I don't feel ripped off, even, you know, details like the wheel needing some fixing. You know what? We're actually fixing this. That looks better, right? Even these little details there, I feel like aren't finished as perfectly. You can see the amount of effort that went into this. These have taken them so long. For the first time in a long time, I truly don't know which one of the cakes I prefer. Or maybe we haven't zoomed in quite enough to see the details. I feel like they tried so hard with so many details and do everything. And while it doesn't look as cartoonish as the other one, I still think they went for a more realistic look. But I think there will be a lot of details on this one that, while they might not be perfect, they didn't exist on the other one. I can honestly see the effort that they put into like every side of it, and I think it really did pay off because I love both. I think the back is probably the most impressive part of this one because it looks so much like my car looks from the back. How could I ever slice this? I don't know. Like, I honestly don't know if I have it in me to be able to cut into this. I think the whole thing is made of essentially the same. Maybe we should cut in here, maybe, so I can still get all my Instagram shots and... Oh my god, it is literally like butter. Ooh, that bit is a little bit tough, okay, fair enough. But just imagine how satisfying it will be to remove a whole quarter of the cake. We got more than we bargained for. The contrast of like the chocolate, I think, it is incredible. So I'm gonna put this in the plate and I'm gonna try to cut the same exact slice for the other one. I don't want anyone criticizing the fact that I cut that little bit in the back, because if you had the option of taking a photo of this or keeping it in your freezer for way too long where the flavor doesn't even hold anymore, I'm sure you would too. This one is bigger, so it is fair to get a bigger slice. There is a platform in the center in both of the cakes. Oh, that is really tough. It is definitely not an Oreo unless it's like frozen. Okay. Oh, I was expecting chocolate, but no, surprise. It is cake. It doesn't hold as well as you can see, and it doesn't have as many layers, but obviously I don't think this is as much of an experienced baker. Wedding cake situation, your aunt's birthday cake that she makes every year, that you're equally grateful, and it tastes amazing. It all comes down to the tasting test, because when it comes to the look of it, I haven't decided yet which one is the winner, but maybe the way it tastes, it will change everything. So this is the 5-star. The best way to describe it is it reminds me of wedding cakes, like that inside like perfection that you can only get one time in your life. I like to cheer for the underdog, but I also have to keep things fair. We also got a bit of the tire, which, yep, it's like eating Play-Doh. But this is the sponge on the inside, and chocolate, I'm guessing. It's chocolate chips, like it's like almost crunchy because it's got bits of real chocolate and a really soft sponge, and also my blood sugars. It is good. You can kind of tell by the color, but it's not the richest chocolate cake. Like, it doesn't taste very chocolatey, but the frosting is little, like tiny little pieces of chocolate chips, which makes it taste like a chocolate chip frappuccino. If you've ever had it, the texture, it's literally that in frosting, which I never came across that in my whole life. This one could be really good. So I think this is just regular. It doesn't have any crazy smell or anything. It is very crumbly. It literally feels like homemade cake. Sometimes the reviews, like this one, had an average of 1.7 stars. Sometimes the bad reviews come from people who didn't like the flavor of the cakes. Okay. Wow. This is the driest cake I've ever had. It's bad. I love cake, all kinds of cake, and I do try a lot of cake, so I feel like it is kind of difficult to actually impress me, but also to find something that I find really not good. This is really not good. You can kind of see the brown edges around the cake. It is overcooked, so it's almost like a biscuit. It's so dry and flaky in your mouth that it literally doesn't taste like cake. In this whole series, this might be the worst cake on the inside, and I feel really bad because clearly they tried so hard, and like, this makes things really difficult because while I did love the chocolate cake, I'm gonna be completely honest and tell you that both cakes on the inside, slightly disappointing. This one, truly not a good cake. Officially, I think it's a tie, like it seems fair to me. While I like this one better visually, the cake is not as good as that one, so I think it's a fair tie. Don't be mad at me, just let me know in the comment section what you actually think, because I will be really interested, but I think a lot of you guys are going to prefer the 1-star as well, because it had a more realistic look. I hope you guys enjoyed this addition to my cake series. We've done a lot of weird things in this series, so if you haven't watched it, we've done my face in a 3D cake, we've done my pet, my dog, on a 3D cake as well. So those are probably the most similar if you enjoyed this. If you did, you know what to do. I really appreciate it, especially in this series, because I never know if you guys are gonna like it. So there's a 2-week period in which I'm spiraling in my mind thinking that everyone's gonna hate the video and I'm spent too much money on it. If you had a good time, you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, but only do it if you actually had a good time. If you don't like my videos, there's a lot of other stuff. Please go and watch it. I appreciate the fact that you gave it a try at least. Also what I say whenever I cook for someone. By the way, I'm thinking of starting a new series in which I attempt to bake these kind of cakes, and I just don't know if anyone's gonna like it. I'm gonna spiral on that one for like 3 more weeks, and then maybe we'll have that conversation. I love you. I hope this video wasn't like YouTuber Lexus car kind of thing, because it probably was, let's be honest, and I'm sorry. I love you guys, and I will see you on my next video. Bye bye.